The press conference put to rest speculation that something more sinister happened in the home. But there are still many questions tonight about how Hackman's wife contracted this rare but deadly virus and why they weren't discovered sooner. Joining me now is Chief Medical Examiner for Kent County, Michigan, Dr. Stephen Cohle. Doctor, great to have you here. It looks like, according to the ME in New Mexico, that Gene Hackman died many days, if not a full week, after his wife Betsy died. The ME says his brain showed signs of severe Alzheimer's. She said he might not even have been aware that Betsy was dead all that time.
Well, that makes sense. He had dementia, and she apparently was his caregiver. And without her, he was unable to take care of his needs, I think, and may well not have been aware that she had died.
Betsy is seen repeatedly on February 11th, a week before Gene Hackman died, which they believe happened February 18th. Betsy is seen on different, surveillance cameras around town, running errands, going to a farmer's market, a drugstore, a pet store. And then she is last seen that evening of February 11th, returning home to the couple's subdivision. The ME says there are no further signs of life from her. Emails on her computer were unopened and unread. Could somebody have died that suddenly or been overtaken or overcome that suddenly from the Hantavirus?
Well, that's possible. Of course, the exact date of death is not known because there's no way to, other than, I think, checking her communications with her cell phone, that she was alive on the 11th, but she may have died on the 12th, and she was probably getting sick, I would say. It takes 4 to 8 weeks after someone contracts hantavirus for the disease to become severe. But once it is severe, the person may well not last long and requires hospitalization, often in an intensive care unit.
Tell me more about this virus. How do you get it?
Well, it's spread by contact in this case, or at least in New Mexico. It's spread by the deer mouse, and either droppings, urine, or saliva from the mouse can be the source of infection. You don't catch it from another person. It's direct contact with those excretions, I guess I would say, from the mouse.
So you don't have to actually come in contact with the mouse itself.
Well, usually there is some contact, or at least in the same general area as the mouse.
Okay.
So the mouse itself may be spreading by coughing or sneezing, and if you're too close to the mouse, you could catch it, as well as actually accidentally ingesting some of the contaminated byproducts of the mouse.
This virus, the hantavirus, is common in the Southwest. It's in New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona. How often does somebody actually contract the hantavirus?
Well, I think with public health measures and keeping one's house clean, ideally, one has a low risk. But obviously, the mice can get into the house, into anyone's home, and I think one would want to be very diligent about washing one's hands and getting medical treatment soon after the onset of symptoms.
And super quick, the symptoms for hantavirus are basically flu-like. This particular strain she had is between 30 and 50% lethal. What actually kills you? Is it an inability to breathe?
Yes, respiratory failure, exactly.
Wow.
The patient get pulmonary edema and can't breathe adequately.
I think this is such a sad story. Obviously, a rare thing to have a healthy woman die very suddenly of this virus, this rare virus. But then the detail that Gene Hackman may have been alive and alone for a week and even unaware that his wife was dead. Lots of people in this country have family members with Alzheimer's. It's really something. Dr. Stephen Cohle, really appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.